Hello students, good morning. Today we are going to see the continuation for the lesson 5 alkaline earth metals. Today we are going to see the compounds of alkaline earth metals. What is meant by alkaline earth metals? So the group number 2, that is the NS2, outermost shell containing NS2 electronic configuration, the second group element in the periodic table having the alkaline earth metals. Okay, so that is what are the compounds of the alkaline earth metals. First we are going to see the compounds. So first one is, this is that all the alkaline earth metals are di-positive oxidation state, that is MS2 plus. What is the reason? Outermost electronic configuration containing outermost electron containing 2 electron. So at the alkaline earth metal form compounds which are predominantly ionic. So that is all the compound 2 form the ionic compound. They are less ionic, the corresponding compounds of the metal. This is due to the increase in the charge and the smaller size, so nuclear charge. So what is the reason? Because this is the very small in size, that is the reason nuclear charge increases. So that is the general characteristics of this compound. Alkaline earth metals are described. So what are the compounds? What are the reactions when you react with alkali metal with oxygen? What are the compound will be formed? So that is, first one is reaction with oxide. So that is oxygen oda சேர்ந்து என்னெல்லாம் கிடைக்கும்? That is oxide. Generally alkaline earth metal form the monoxide and peroxide. Monoxide mean the metal containing only one oxygen. What is meant by peroxide? The metal containing 2 oxygen. First one is, what is meant by monoxide? Monoxides are being obtained by heating the metals in oxygen. Beryllium oxide and magnesium oxide are almost insoluble in water. So beryllium and magnesium are insoluble in water. On the other hand, oxides of other elements are form the hydroxide. So beryllium oxide is amphoteric. So that is repeatedly asking 1 mark. Beryllium oxide is amphoteric in nature. So then magnesium oxide is a weakly basic, while calcium oxide, strontium oxide and barium oxides are strongly basic. Okay, so that is beryllium oxide is amphoteric in nature, magnesium oxides are basic in nature, the calcium oxide and strontium oxide and barium oxides are strongly basic. And another one is beryllium oxide is covalent due to the small size of beryllium ion, while the other oxides are ionic in nature. So beryllium oxide, so remaining all the oxides are ionic compound, covalent due to the small size of beryllium 2 plus ion, while the other oxides are ionic in nature. That is another one. Again, in general, alkaline earth metals are predominantly ionic except beryllium. Remaining all other compounds are ionic. Beryllium oxide is a covalent in nature. So next one is peroxide. What is meant by peroxide? 2 molecules of oxygen. Except beryllium, all the remaining metal form the peroxide. It is prepared by heating monoxide with oxygen at the temperature. So that is barium oxide react with oxygen to form the barium oxide, the barium peroxide. This is the barium peroxide, that is 2 molecules of oxygen. So next one is hydroxide. Now what is meant by hydroxide? When react with water molecule, all the oxide except beryllium oxide are having in nature they react with water to form the sparingly soluble hydroxide. So the metal oxide react with water molecule to form the metal hydroxide. This is the metal hydroxide. So metal mean any other molecule except beryllium. Remaining all other molecule react with water to form the metal hydroxide. And another one is the solubility. The solubility and the thermal stability of this basic character of this hydrocarbon increase. Hydroxide increases down the group. The character is the formation of the hydroxide formation increases down the group. So top to bottom. So first one is increases, after then it is down the group. The alkaline earth metal hydroxides are, however, less basic and less stable than alkali metal hydroxide. Beryllium hydroxide is amphoteric in nature as it react with both acid and alkali. Beryllium is a amphoteric. What is meant by amphoteric? Both the acid react with acid and basic in nature. React with strong sodium hydroxide, this is strong acid, to form the sodium beryllium oxide and beryllium chloride, that is the strong base and the strong acid. HCl is the strong acid, sodium hydroxide is the strong base to form the sodium beryllium peroxide. This is beryllium chloride. Next one is halide. What is meant by halide? So the 17th group in the periodic table, 17th group elements is called as halide. So that is chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine. That is, it is represented as capital X. So X is represented in the inorganic chemistry. X is represented as a halogen. Okay, this is called as halogen. So here alkaline earth metals form halides with general formula Mx2. They can be prepared by heating metals with halogen on heating. Metal plus halogen to giving metal halide. Beryllium halides are covalent and amount of smaller in size. So that is I already told. Beryllium is covalent in nature. Remaining all other compounds are ionic in nature. Beryllium halides are hygroscopic. Frame is most insoluble in organic solvent because it is a covalent in nature. Covalent compounds are insoluble in water. So that is it is soluble only in the organic solvent. What is meant by organic solvent? That is benzene, toluene. So that is the alcohol, the butanol. So these are the organic solvent. Ether. So these are the organic solvent. The beryllium is insoluble in water but soluble in the organic solvent. And another one is beryllium chloride as a chain structure of the solid. So beryllium chloride. So beryllium chloride is from the dimeric structure. So that is the another one. Tends to form the chloro-bridge dimer, which is dissociation into linear monomer. So here that is the another thing. So beryllium chloride. So here beryllium chloride is a dimeric structure, is a chloride, 2 chloride bridge. So that is each beryllium linked with the 2 chlorine. So that is it is a chloride bridge. Again another molecule of beryllium to form the chlorine. Okay, so this is the another one. So the beryllium chloride is the structure of beryllium chloride. 2 molecule of chlorine react with beryllium. So again is a beryllium bridge. So this is the straight chain structure, chain of the structure of beryllium chloride. So this is the linked with the beryllium chloride. So this is the 2 chlorine molecule is act as a bridge between the beryllium molecule. Okay, so this is the beryllium structure. Another one is salt of oxo acid. The alkaline earth metal form salts of oxo acid. Some of these are given below. So what are the carbonates? What are the carbonate? All the carbonate decompose on heating to give carbon dioxide and the oxide. So carbohydrates. So next we are going to see the salt of oxo acid. The alkaline earth metals form the salt of oxo acid. So first one is oxygen containing metals, right? So that is carbonate. All the carbonate decomposed on heating to give carbon dioxide and the oxide. So that is metal carbonate and heating metal oxide. Suppose when react with magnesium carbonate MgCO3 to give MgO plus carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is the reaction. Magnesium carbonate. So again another one is calcium carbonate CaCO3 when react with the way when heated means that is CaO, calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. Okay, so this is the equation of this compound. So this is the metal oxide. So next we are going to see the solubility of the carbonate in water decreases down the group. The thermal stability increases. The thermal stability increases. The stability of the carbonate in water decreases. So first one is the beryllium oxide. Beryllium oxide is more soluble. So after then it will be decreases the solubility. The thermal stability increases down the group. So when coming down the group, the stability, thermal stability mean the evlo heat பண்ணாலும் அது decompose ஆகாம இருக்கும். That is called as thermal stability. Okay, then the next one is decomposition of temperature. So what is the decomposition temperature? Beryllium 25. When coming to that one, that is the decomposition temperature is 1360. Another one is decomposition temperature of sulfate. This is the another one. So okay, so this is the next one. So next one is sulfates. What is sulfate? The sulfates of the alkaline earth metals are all white solids and is stable to heat beryllium sulfate. When react with sulfate, what is the formula of sulfate? SO4, that is sulfate. So sulfate react with beryllium to form beryllium sulfate, magnesium it form magnesium sulfate are readily soluble in water. The solubility decreases from calcium sulfate to barium sulfate. The greater hydration enthalpy, beryllium 2 plus ion, Mg2 plus ion overcome the lattice enthalpy factor and therefore the sulfates are soluble in water. So what is the reason? Because of this oxidation state, that is the beryllium 2 plus ion, Mg2 plus ion overcome the lattice enthalpy factor, therefore their sulfates are soluble in water. So beryllium sulfate and the magnesium sulfate are easily soluble in water. So this is the first. Next one, nitrates. The nitrates are made by dissolution of the carbonate in dilute nitric acid. Magnesium nitrate crystallize with 6 molecules of water. So what is the meaning for that? MgNO3, 6 molecule of water, whereas barium nitrate crystallizes the anhydrous salt. So barium nitrate, it is only without water only it will form the crystal. This again shows a decreasing tendency to form the hydrates with increasing size. All of them decompose on heating to give the oxide. So when you are heating this magnesium nitrate or barium nitrate, so any other thing, it will be decomposed to give the oxide. So next one is important compounds of calcium. So that is quicklime. What is meant by quicklime? So quicklime அப்படினா சுண்ணாம்பு வீட்டுக்கு white wash பண்ணுவாங்கல இந்த சுண்ணாம்பு அதுதான் அது quicklime. So okay, so that is it is produced on a commercial scale by heating limestone in a lime kiln. What is mean by kiln? Kiln அப்படினா என்ன சுண்ணாம்பு சூளை அப்படினு சொல்வாங்கல அந்த சுண்ணாம்பு prepare பண்ற இடத்துக்கு பேரு kiln. So அப்படினா so ஒரு பெரிய it is made up of brick. Okay, only it is made up of brick. Only calcium carbonate is placed inside, means the heavy temperature of this continuously boil that one. So after sometimes it will be burned, it will break down into small compound, that is calcium oxide, that is called as quicklime, right? So that is limestone na chunnambukal. When you are heating that, temperature range is 1070 to 1270 Kelvin. Calcium carbonate dissociate into calcium oxide and the carbon dioxide. This reaction is being reversible. Carbon dioxide is removed as soon as it is produced to enable the reaction to proceed the completion. So suppose after immediately remove that carbon dioxide, unless it will be reverse reaction takes place, it will form the calcium carbonate. Okay, so this is the main thing. So next one is what are the properties. Calcium oxide is a white amorphous solid. It has a melting point to 2870. So what calcium oxide, quicklime is other name of the calcium oxide. Next one is it absorb moisture and carbon dioxide exposure to atmosphere. Calcium oxide react with water to form the calcium hydroxide. Calcium oxide react with carbon dioxide to form the calcium carbonate. CaCO3. What is CaCO3? Calcium carbonate. What is CaOH twice? That is calcium hydroxide. The addition of limited amount of water breaks the lump of lime. The process is called slacking of lime. The product is slaked lime. So what is the meaning for that? What is mean by slaked lime? சுண்ணாம்பு பால் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா? So white wash பண்றதுக்கு 20th in the 19th century, so it is used as a white wash. So nowadays it is a paint, ready-made paints or powder, everything is available. So before that என்ன பண்ணுவாங்க, அந்த சுண்ணாம்பு கல்லை எடுத்து அந்த சுண்ணாம்பு மாதிரி இருக்கும் கால்சியம் ஆக்சைடு அதை எடுத்து வாட்டர்ல போட்டோம் அப்படின்னா ஒரு சவுண்ட் வரும், ஒரு சவுண்ட் வரும். அந்த சவுண்டை வச்சு so அதுக்கு அப்படியே வச்சிட்டோம்னா enormous heat will be produced. So after then it is cooled some more days, 2 or 3 days, means after then it is formed like a milk. So that is called the slaked lime. So calcium oxide dissolved in water to form calcium hydroxide. Quicklime mixed with soda ash, solid soda lime. It combines with oxides such as silicon dioxide, phosphorus pentoxide, calcium silicate and calcium phosphate respectively. So this is the diagram. So this is only the lime out. So this is the full the fuel is the sideways, the fuel is surrounded. So this is the limestone. So limestone or coal mixture continuously is burning, mean it will the lime is coming out. Okay, so this is the another one. So this is so next one is what are the uses. What are the uses? Calcium oxide is used to manufacture cement, mortar and glass. In the manufacture of sodium carbonate and the slaked lime, in the purification of sugar. So the to manufacture of cement, mortar of glass, in the manufacture of sodium carbonate and slaked lime, in the purification of sugar, in the drying agent. So the calcium oxide is easily absorb the water. So that is used to manufacture cement and mortar and glass. சுண்ணாம்பு glass வந்து, so that is the cement, அது கூட mix பண்ணி இதை வந்து யூஸ் பண்ணுவாங்க. இந்த manufacture of sodium carbonate and slaked lime. So sodium carbonate அல்ல அப்படின்னா இந்த சுண்ணாம்பு பால், so that is slaked lime prepare பண்றதுக்கு யூஸ் பண்றாங்க. இந்த purification of sugar. So sugar purification, the purified sugar எல்லாம் கடையில் இருக்கு இல்லையா? So அந்த purified sugar is only complete purify using this calcium oxide. So it has a drying agent. So drying agent எங்கேயாவது moisture content இருந்து அப்படின்னா அந்த இடத்துல இந்த powder போட்டோம்னா the moisture content will be absorbed. So next one is calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide is prepared by adding water to quicklime. So what is the properties? It is a white powder. It is sparingly soluble in water. The aqueous solution is known as lime water, and the suspension of slaked lime in water is known as milk of lime. So slaked lime, so that is calcium oxide plus water is after the suspension, it is called as milk of lime. So what is meant by milk of lime? 1 2 mark question. So that is very important. When carbon dioxide is passed through the lime water, it turns milky due to the formation of calcium carbonate. The calcium hydroxide, carbon dioxide to give the calcium carbonate and the water molecule. On passing excess of carbon dioxide, the precipitate dissolves to form the calcium hydrogen carbonate. So calcium carbonate, carbon dioxide, water. So calcium bicarbonate. So this is the on passing excess of carbon dioxide, calcium hydroxide, carbon dioxide to form the calcium carbonate. When you are adding excess of carbon dioxide and water to form the calcium hydrogen carbonate, that is bicarbonate, calcium hydrogen. The what is milk of lime react with chlorine to form the hypochlorite. Say a constituent of bleaching powder. What is mean by bleaching powder? Calcium hydroxide react with chlorine to form the calcium chloride, calcium oxychloride. This is the bleaching powder. Calcium oxychloride. This is called as bleaching powder. So bleaching powder, it is react with calcium hydroxide, react with chlorine to form the calcium oxychloride. Okay, so this is called as bleaching powder. Bleaching powder nowadays is used as a anti-infectant, right? So that is so nowadays ipo corona white powder தூவிட்டு போறாங்களே, so that is called as bleaching powder. Okay, so that is the anti-infectant. So next one is, what are the calcium hydroxide? It is the preparation of mortar and building material in whitewash due to disinfectant nature. So previous 2 years before they are asking that question. The calcium hydroxide, what are the uses of calcium hydroxide? This is for compulsory question. The only answer is disinfectant nature. The whitewash due to its disinfectant nature. So the another one is in glass making and tanning industry, in the preparation of bleaching powder and for the purification of sugar. Okay, so next one is, what is meant by gypsum? Gypsum beds were formed due to the evaporation of water from the massive prehistoric sea basins. So what is meant by gypsum? Gypsum abdina, what calcium sulfate and 2 molecule of water. So mainly it is a prehistoric sea basin. So in the near to the seashore. So that is the when water evaporate, the minerals present in the become concentrated and crystallized. Suppose in near the seashore, some minerals are present in that become concentrate. After the water evaporated, it will be formed like a gypsum. So the gypsum quarry. Okay, so that is what is the preparation of gypsum is a soft mineral which is moderately soluble in water. The solubility on this mineral is water is, so this is affected by temperature. Unlike other salt, gypsum becomes less soluble in water as the temperature increases. This is known as retrograde solubility. So because that is partly soluble, insoluble in water. So another one is, it is gypsum is usually white in color. So white cement nama solromlaya, that is called as gypsum. So gypsum is a white cement, white colorless or gray in color, but sometimes it can also found the shades of pink, yellow, brown. Sometimes it is obtained in the pink color, yellow color, brown color and the light green color, mainly due to the presence of impurities. So in the pure state, it is usually white in color. That is called as white cement, right? Okay, another one is, gypsum crystals are sometimes found to occur in the form that resembles the petals of the flower. So it is look like a petals of the flower. So it is called as desert rose. Other name of the gypsum, it is called as desert rose. Palevana roja abdi nama solvanga. So because in this sometime in the desert, it is look like a petals of flowers. So it is called as desert rose. Mostly occur in the areas of the desert terrains. Okay, next one is, gypsum is known to have low thermal conductivity, which is the reason why it is used to making dry walls or wall boards. Gypsum is also known as natural insulator. So normally it is a insulator. So it is because it is not conduct the heat. So it's a low thermal conductivity. That is the reason it is making dry walls or wall boards. Gypsum is also known as natural insulator. So another one is, the albastar is a variety of gypsum that is highly valued in the ornamental stone. It has been used in the sculptures and centuries. Sculptures abdina, so say for example the temple எல்லாம் இருக்கும்ல அந்த சிலைகள் செய்யறதுக்கு, so that is the statues இதெல்லாம் செய்யறதுக்கு for centuries. Albastar is a granular and opaque, so transparent இருக்கும். Gypsum has the hardness between the 1.5 to 2 moles hardness scale. It is specific gravity is 2.3 to 2.4. Okay, so this is the another one. So what are the uses of gypsum? So that is the albastar variety of gypsum is used in ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia by the sculptures. So sculptures abdina, so that is and the sirpangal pandradhukku use agana. The ancient Egypt knew how to turn gypsum into plaster of Paris. So but in this 5,000 years ago, before 5,000 years, so they are used to how to turn the gypsum into plaster of Paris. So today gypsum has found a wide range in all the application in human society. Some of them are insulated. What are the main uses of this gypsum? Mainly it is making the dry walls or plaster boards. Plaster boards are the finish for walls and ceilings and the false ceiling. So false ceiling, so that is the gypsum can be used. Another one is another important use of gypsum is the production of plaster of Paris. What is meant by plaster of Paris? Suppose in the fracture, in the bone fracture of this any part, so using the plaster of Paris, so that is the maavu kattin solranga, that is called as plaster of Paris. In this powder is made up of gypsum. So gypsum is heated to about 300 degree Fahrenheit to produce plaster of Paris, which is known as gypsum plaster of Paris. It is mainly used as the sculpting material. So main the molding பண்றதுக்கு, molding அப்படினா எந்த shape நம்மளுக்கு வேணுமோ அந்த shapeல molding பண்றதுக்கு, making surgical and orthopedic casts such as surgical splints and casting molds. So mainly molds. So இப்போ எந்த shape அது வேணும், இப்போ நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு face shape வேணும் அப்படினா the molding பண்றதுக்கு இது வந்து யூஸ் ஆகுது. So another one is gypsum plays an important in the agriculture as a soil additive conditioner and fertilizer. So suppose in case the soil contain infertility. So infertility அப்படினா அதுல எந்த விளைச்சலுமே இருக்காது, அத வந்து fertile convert பண்றதுக்கு they are using the gypsum. Gypsum, it is used as a fertilizer. It loosen up the compact clay soil and provides calcium and sulfur essential for the healthy growth of the plant. So what is the main uses of this adding the gypsum? They loosen the soil, so clay and the soil, and provides calcium and sulfur. It also grow for removing sodium from the soils having excess salinity. So another one is what are the uses? It is used also important, used in toothpaste and shampoos and also hair product, mainly due to the binding and thickening properties. So any of the binding, so edavadhu rendu material ஒட்டுறதுக்கு, so that is used for the binding property. Gypsum is the component of Portland cement, which is act as a hardening and it control the speed at the concrete sets. So gypsum Portland cementல வந்து அவங்க mix பண்றாங்க, so அது கூட mix பண்ணி concrete வந்து நல்ல thick-ஆ இருக்கிறதுக்கு வந்து யூஸ் ஆகுது. The sum of the gypsum is one of the most abundant, that is the mining of the gypsum is simple and easy, and mineral occurs in large clouds and beds near the earth's surface. However, large scale mining gypsum involves in the considerable damage to the environment. Gypsum can also be recycled, but not much importance as has been recycled this mineral due to this abundance. So what is the purpose means? So that suppose you are cutting that gypsum bed continuously means it is damage to our environment. Okay, so that is the reason gypsum can also be recycled one. So and is also used in the mineral due to the abundance. So abundantly is most of this earth's surface. It is abundantly we occurred means, so it is no important for the recycle. So this is the things made up of gypsum. Okay, so this is the casting. So இது வந்து மாவு கெட்டு போடுறதுக்கு. So this is another one. Gypsum. So this is called as gypsum plaster. So another one is, this is called as wall and the design, wall design. So Egypt and they are sculpture. So and also this is the albastar minerals. Okay, albastar mineral. This is the cement and also Portland cement and the toothpaste, agriculture and the fertilizer. Okay, so these are the another importance. Next we are going to see them. So the uses of gypsum is very important. Sometimes they are, so you see the diagram, what are the sculpture and the Egyptian wall painting, and another one is casting of molds, and another one is agriculture, fertilizer, inverted toothpaste, and another one is cements, and another one is albastar minerals. Okay, so that is another one. So next one is, this is the casting. So gypsum plaster. So this is the another one. So next one is what is meant by plaster of Paris. So how to prepare plaster of Paris? When calcium sulfate, plaster of Paris and calcium sulfate, this is the plaster of Paris, calcium sulfate and 2 molecule of water, that is called as calcium sulfate. So there's 2 molecule of water when you are heating, that is it is a hemihydrate of calcium sulfate. This is the calcium sulfate formula. When you are heating at 393 Kelvin, what happen? 1.5 molecule of water is removed, half molecule of water will be formed. So that is called as calcium, that is here, that is calcium sulfate half molecule. After then you balancing that equation, that is this we can write like this: calcium sulfate and 2 molecule of water. Okay, so that is calcium sulfate and half molecule of water, right? Then 1.5 molecule of water. So you are balancing that one. So you are whole multiplying whole equation by 2. That is the answer. So 2 molecular calcium sulfate. So 2 molecular calcium sulfate and 3 molecules. So above 3, no water crystallization left and anhydrous calcium is formed. This is known as dead band plaster. So above 393 Kelvin, no water or crystallization left and the anhydrous calcium sulfate is formed. So this is known as dead band plaster. So 1.5 molecule of water will be removed only. It is called as plaster of Paris. But we are heating the above the 393 Kelvin. That stage is called as dead band plaster. So another one is, it has a remarkable property of setting with water. On mixing with an anhydrous quantity of water, it forms the plastic mass that it is. So suppose we are taking the plaster of Paris mixed with some amount of water. After sometimes the hot solid 5 to 15 minutes, it will be very hot. Okay. So this is called as plaster of Paris. What are the uses? The largest uses of plaster of Paris in the building industry as well as the statues. Plasters and another one is, it is used for the immobilizing the affected part of organ, which is the bone fracture. Mainly suppose ஏதாவது ஒரு organ வந்து affect ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னா அது immobilized, இந்த மூவ் ஆகாம இருக்கிறதுக்கு அது வந்து part வந்து it also employed in density. So in ornamental work and other making cast of this burst. So another one is, it is employed in the density. Density அப்படின்னா இந்த பல்லு அடைக்கிறாங்கன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா, ஓட்டை அடைக்கிறது அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. So that is called as mainly that paste is also called as plaster of Paris for making cast. Another one is this is the wall building, so that the wall design, this is also made up of plaster of Paris. Another one is biological importance of magnesium and calcium. So what is the main importance of magnesium and calcium? So magnesium, calcium is very important for bones and teeth, and magnesium is very important for the transport of phosphate. So the energy transport barrier. So energy transport one organ to the other organ. It is a transporter of DNA RNA synthesis. So it is the transporter of protein synthesis. Okay. So that is the main important, that is biological importance. So calcium is also plays a vital biological function. The adult human body contains 25 gram of magnesium, 1002 gram of calcium. So it plays an important role in many biochemical reaction catalyzed by enzymes. So a cofactor all enzymes that utilized ATP in phosphate transfer and energy release. The essential DNA is responsive for the stability. The balancing occur in our body. Deficiency of this result convulsion of neuromuscular irritation. Suppose in case the magnesium is very less, the magnesium content is very less, mean what will happen? Neuromuscular irritation, because the magnesium is a energy transfer from one organ to organ during the synthesis of DNA RNA. Calcium is a major component of bones and teeth. It is also present in a concentration of maintained by hormones. That is calcitonin and the parathyroid. Calcitonin and the parathyroid is a hormone controlled by the calcium. Deficiency of calcium in the blood causes to take longer time to clot. So that is to prevent the blood clot. It is also important for the muscle contraction. So நம்ம தசை எல்லாம் அந்த மசில்ஸ் எல்லாம் வந்து expand ஆகிறதுக்கு அடுத்தது shrink ஆகிறதுக்கு இது வந்து யூஸ் ஆகுது. The main pigment is the responsive for the photosynthesis. Chlorophyll. The chlorophyll is also the chlorophyll structure containing magnesium. This is also important role in the photosynthesis. Okay. So this is the another important biological importance of magnesium and calcium. Magnesium mainly vital role the ATP, energy transfer of the energy essential for the cofactor of all enzyme, and utilize ATP. ATP, adenosine triphosphate, is a phosphate transfer and energy release essential for the DNA synthesis and responsible for the stability and properties of the preparation of the proper functioning of the DNA. And calcium mainly teeth and bones. Okay, so that is this calcium concentration is maintained by the calcitonin and the parathyroid hormones. And another one is deficiency of calcium in the blood is also take longer time to clot. Another one is main pigment is responsive for the photosynthesis. The chlorophyll also present in the magnesium pigment plays an important role in the photosynthesis. Okay, that's all about this lesson. Next week we are going to see the second volume. Okay, so everyone come and collect your second volume textbook. So next week I'll take second volume. Okay, thank you children.